According to Amnesty International, from the year of 1998 to 2015, there has been 33 prisoners who has been executed to death penalty. As far as Malaysia is concerned, the position of it has always been criticized internationally and nationally. By now, around 1,000 of prisoners are actually waiting to know what is going to happen to them. And here we are today to discuss about this. Good day and welcome to Coffee with Artini.
Under Malaysian law, the death penalty is mandatory for 12 offences, while 20 other offences are punishable with discretionary death penalty. Murder, drug trafficking, and offences related to security are instances of offences punishable with death. As of December 31st last year, 102 countries have abolished the death penalty for all crimes. However, Malaysia is among 58 countries that retain the death penalty for ordinary crimes. So now, let us hear the public opinion on whether Malaysia should abolish or retain the death penalty. Hi Warda, what do you think about the death penalty?
For me, death penalty should be continued because I believe in the principles of an eye for an eye. I mean, why should we let the people who have taken other people's life continue living when they themselves have not shown respect when they have taken the life itself? And also, the prison system is funded by our tax. Therefore, when death penalty is abolished, this means there will be an increase of life sentence prisoners, and this will show that the expense will also increase, and we have to allocate more money to fund this prison system.
Hi, I'm Khadija from Coffee with Artini. What do you think about the death penalty?
Death penalty?
Death penalty, like executing for death for murderer. What do you think about it?
Oh, death penalty. I feel that it's ridiculous to punish someone under death penalty because we don't know whether they actually murdered the person or not. And you can't punish someone just like that. So I believe that it should be abolished.
Okay, thank you for your opinion.
Welcome.
Okay, as you can see, these are the opinion of the public. So now we move on to studio. Thank you.
These are the few articles that our team has got regarding death penalty, and this shows how much of an impact this death penalty has created into the society and how much of impact has it really given to people. Thank you, Khadija. Welcome back. So that was a few opinion from the public and what they actually think about death penalty is. So basically today we are going to talk everything and all about death penalty and how has it affected people around in Malaysia. So basically today we have a very prominent guest who is an academician, who is a lecturer from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, and she works in the law faculty in University Kebangsaan Malaysia, in which she can give us a lot of point of view of what an academician actually thinks about this death penalty. With that, that is all. Welcome Dr. Kandi. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Miss Artini.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you too. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, in this beautiful day, basically, there are a lot of things that we can discuss about. But what I want to start asking you with is, what as an academician do you think that the point of view of this whole death penalty is?
First of all, thank you for having me here today.
Thank you.
Basically, it's a very good discussion. In my personal opinion, I strongly disagree with death penalty. But however, in academic wise, maybe we can discuss about morality. How far morality affects death penalty. So basically, there are two opinions who supports death penalty. Who says death penalty also can be moral and also can be immoral. You know, there are always people are arguing moral. So first of all, how can it be moral? So do you know anyone named Immanuel Kant? is a philosopher, well-known philosopher. He, according to his opinion, he strongly agrees that death penalty is immoral. He has quoted a quote that whoever has committed murder must die. This shows that he strongly supports death penalty. So he also said that a person who has sentenced to death is unallowable for him or her to appeal for a lighter punishment. So what do you think, Atini, about these things?
Oh, so basically you're trying to say that this philosopher Immanuel Kant is saying that it is moral to have death penalty, right?
Yes.
If you ask me, my opinion is basically if the person has really convicted this so-called crime, he should be punished. But what if he actually did not make the mistake? That is my concern. I've always been thinking about what about someone who actually did not make the mistake, but he was, forced to, be victimized in that category.
Yes, Atini, as I said earlier, death penalty can be moral and can also be immoral. And as you said just now, how is genuinely innocent people who are sentenced to death? Actually, there is a danger here. What is danger is, how if a person really committed the murder and he also admitted having done so, but then the murder is not the killing is not the murder. Like, he killed the person but not intentionally. So here, genuinely innocent people will be sentenced to death also. It's not fair. So here I would like to say about, American Civil Liberty Union. I guess you know about it. They strongly disagree about this death penalty, and they have said that capital punishment is totally unfair in practice. They strongly disagree with all these things, and it is immoral. And we are calling ourselves as a civilized society. My personal opinion, what do you think by we are calling ourselves a civilized society?
Yeah, as you said, basically it can actually be put in both ways. It can be immoral or moral. And yeah, as you said, when we call ourselves a civilized society, it's better if we actually take some action towards this itself. So as you said, Doctor, do you think there are any other jurisprudential views that you can come up with regarding this whole matter itself, or is only moral and immoral all about it?
Well, we also can talk about rights and liberties. Like, we can bring up the issue of value of human life. How far we are valuing human's life if we are giving some punishment like sentence to death? We are not valuing their life by giving punishment like sentence to death. And the second point is
is like, is it more towards the more towards the rights, or what does the second point actually say to that?
the second point is more about justice for the victim and their families. The rights of the victims are more important than the rights of the criminal. Although the victim and the victim's family cannot be restored to the status which before the crime, but at least an execution brings closure to the criminal and closure to the ordeal for the victim's family.
I see.
But there are parties who are still against that penalty under rights and liberties, like those who are they strongly disagree that penalty. Like we say, death penalty is not following the rights of human life, and Malaysia should abolish death penalty.
Oh, so basically you're trying to say is that in the academical point of view itself, it always has both sides of it.
Yeah.
Immoral, moral, it may be invading into people's right, or it may not be invading into people's right.
Yeah.
And this is the matter that we have to be looking seriously.
Yeah.
And that was a very, very influential thing that we all should know, and that I'm really happy to know that you have given us this opinions and also a lot of information regarding this. Thank you so much, Dr. Kanani, for joining us today, and it was really informative, and I'm very sure that our viewers has already come up with a clear picture picture of what an academician can actually think about this whole death penalty thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony.
My son has been wrongly convicted of capital murder and has spent years on death row waiting to be killed for a crime he did not do. The day of fear eventually arrived. We received an execution date and all the appeals were exhausted. We come from a poor background and could not hire good lawyers to defend our rights and save our son's life. Being a less fortunate mother of my only son, all I could do is wait for the day of execution, feeling helpless. The pain of waiting for my son's life to be taken away was excruciating, and I pray that no family members should go through this situation. I strongly believe that there are more effective ways to prevent crime. This is to ensure that the just of the innocent and poor are protected and not taken for granted. I may have lost my son, but I'm not going to stop fighting for the rights of the innocent people. If the authorities find it hard to prove innocence, then why not abolish the death penalty?
Welcome back to Coffee with Artini, my dear viewers, and with us now is a very prominent and also a very famous human rights lawyer, Miss Azrin. And Miss Azrin basically strongly disagrees with the death penalty. Let us ask her why is that so. So, Miss Azrin, what do you think?
Thank you, Artini. To my opinion, death penalty is unjust and unfair because human life is very valuable. Even worst murderers should not be deprived of the values of their life. This is because everyone has the inalienable right to life. Even to those who commit murders, sentencing them to death and executing them also violates their rights.
So basically, I have seen that according to utilitarianism, morally they basically accept this because they say that when it affects it as a society as a whole, it is moral to have death penalty. So what utilitarianism says is that when you affect only one person, it may be immoral, but when it affects the whole society, it is moral. What do you think about that?
I agree with that because definitely actually violates some of Aquinas precept because you are unknown of what is going to happen to the victim. They might change in future, and it's actually a safer option to imprison them and imprison them. So I think definitely is actually a degrading, inhuman and cruel, which actually also according to Aquinas is unnatural and immoral. That's all.
I see. So you are trying to say that death penalty is basically very cruel.
Yes, degrading and inhuman.
I see. Thank you, Azrin, for giving us all these informative things that you come from your side. So with this, dear viewers, we have heard a lot about death penalty and whether it should be abolished or whether it should be continued or not. And in the context of Malaysia, we have had a human rights lawyer and also an academician to actually give us a clear picture about how this concept can be attacked through. We have understood from the side of moral, where the academician said that it can be moral or immoral. We have learned a little bit about rights and liberty, whether the person has right or not to take away someone's life, and also about justice and fairness. And I believe that the viewers has understood that this death penalty, it can be abolished, it may not be abolished, but what we should see is that how serious is the matter and how much it has affected us as citizens of the country itself. And I believe that it's the time for the government to actually sit and think about whether this death penalty should be continued or not for the future of our country. And with that, I would like to wrap up the show and meet you again in Coffee with Didi with a better topic. Thank you.